In the desire to control others, we lose control over ourselves. One who is too insistent on his own views finds few to agree with him. But better to get hurt by the truth than comforted with a lie. I'm a greater believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it. Always be friendly, always be kind, like the most beautiful flower that you can find. I am the shore and the ocean, awaiting myself on both sides. Weak leadership can wreck the soundest strategy. Moods can be contagious. Don't catch or spread a bad mood. Men do less than they ought, unless they do all they can. Your life has a limit, but knowledge has none. If you use what is limited to pursue what has no limit, you will be in danger. I shall allow no man to belittle my soul by making me hate him. Birth is not the beginning. Death is not the end. The true vocation of man is to find his way for himself. You see me walking away. I see myself walking towards greatness. They don't actually want you to do your own thing, not unless it's their thing too. Where attention goes, energy flows. Where intention goes, energy flows. Sing your life. Any fool can think of words that rhyme. Earth's crammed with heaven, but only he who sees takes off his shoes. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. Hearing voices no one else can hear isn't a good sign, even in the wizarding world. Our attitude toward life determines life's attitude towards us. Home is where somebody notices when you are no longer there. When we fail, our pride supports us, and when we succeed, it betrays us. Some men never die, and some men never live, but we're all alive tonight. The invariable mark of wisdom is to see the miraculous in the common. Great results can be achieved with small forces. If a general shows confidence in his men, but always insists on his orders being obeyed, the gain will be mutual. No other success can compensate for failure in the home. A lion chased me up a tree, and I greatly enjoyed the view from the top. She will always wear her crown, regardless of the hate. The right mindset is the first step towards the journey. Until you have suffered much in your heart, you cannot learn humility. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. You're only young once, but you can be immature forever. Those who know do not speak. Those who speak do not know. Generally in war, the best policy is to take a state intact. To ruin it is inferior to this. We are citizens of the world. The tragedy of our times is that we do not know this. For a word to be spoken, there must be silence, before and after. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. Life changes very quickly, in a very positive way if you let it. Keep a little fire burning, however small, however hidden. Everything's a risk. Not doing anything is a risk. It's up to you. Celebrate true friends. They are a part of you that always sparkles. It is better to be divided by truth than united in error. There is no wealth like knowledge, no poverty like ignorance. If you correct your mind, the rest of your life will fall into place. Remember, if you play small, you stay small. It is not worth the while to let our imperfections disturb us always. The only thing that can grow is the thing you give energy to. But the truth doesn't need to be known or believed to be true. There are few reasons for telling the truth, but for lying, the number is infinite. A paranoid is someone who knows a little of what's going on. Do not look for healing at the feet of those who broke you. Vote for the man who promises least. He'll be the least disappointing. The distance between insanity and genius is measured only by success. Do not presume that richness or poorness will bring you happiness. Not knowing you can't do something is sometimes all it takes to do it. The question is not what you look at, but what you see. In the cherry blossom shade, there's no such thing as a stranger. Fear not the path of truth, for the lack of people walking on it. It's often only in the lies we refuse to speak that any truth can be heard at all. I never said it would be easy. I only said it would be worth it. Too many doubts grow in the cracks of silence and separation. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you odd. Life is all about becoming a better version of yourself. Some use drugs to silence the pain. Others use them to feel the pain they silenced. What is to be, will be, and no prayers of ours can arrest the decree. My destination is no longer a place, rather a new way of seeing. Men of this world all rejoice in others being like themselves and object to others not being like themselves. When you change your thoughts, remember to also change your world. Falling down is an accident. Staying down is a choice. Don't chase. Elevate your game and be someone worth chasing after. Living never wore one, so much as the effort not to live. It's not what you are in life, but what you make of it. Ignorance is the night of the mind, but a night without moon or star. Follow your heart. Listen to your inner voice. Stop caring about what others think. If the path before you is clear, you're probably on someone else's. Great wisdom is generous. Petty wisdom is contentious. Great speech is impassioned. Small speech cantankerous. When we are most alone is when we embrace another's loneliness. Vulnerability is the least celebrated emotion in our society. Art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. Life isn't about escaping, but it's all about experiencing. Perfect happiness is the absence of striving for happiness. We need to renew ourselves often. Even temples need renovation. The best knowledge is knowing yourself and your inner being. Stay close to anything that makes you glad you are alive. Have faith. Have faith. When you have nothing else, have faith. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. The road to success is dotted with many tempting parking spaces. Don't leave it all unsaid, somewhere in the wasteland of your head. I was never aware of any other option but to question everything. But every difference of opinion is not a difference of principle. Man doesn't know what he is capable of until he is asked. Enchantment lies in everyday moments if you are observant. Things joined by profit, when pressed by misfortune and danger, will cast each other aside. When the enemy is relaxed, make them toil. When full, starve them. When settled, make them move. You endure what is unbearable, and you bear it. That is all. Our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. Forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza.